Hey, Real Some Savage here again. Picking up where I left off last time with this treasure map, if you can call it that. It's the Hanging Rock is where this is. It's just sort of northeast, I believe, of Armadillo. And anytime you're riding by it, you might see someone actually being hung, and you have to step in and save them and shoot the rope. You'll see that in a minute. But I was kind of looking at clues, and you can see here on the map sort of where it is in relation to where I am in Armadillo. But the clues on the map, if you go back and you look, you can see the noose in the top right corner. That helps, and you can also see it hanging from the tree in the picture. Those are the two things that really kind of tip me off. And there's not too many hanging rocks around. This is just a flashback of when I was just walking by one day and a bunch of bandits were hanging someone. So, helping someone out, you get honor and fame. You know about that already. So, anyways, the first picture is where it is, and the second picture is where the treasure is in relation to the first picture, if that makes sense. So, I figure out that it is behind the actual hanging tree, and I don't even notice it at first. I think I walk right over it here. But that's probably what treasure is going to look like from here on out. Just hidden, or maybe an X, I don't know. But Rhodes Gold means shit all right now, but you have to go sell it, actually. And so it's not worth anything now to you. You don't get any money. But if you go back to the shopkeep, it'll be worth $100, which is, I think, well worth it. This one I can't make heads or tails of. I have no idea where that is yet. I saw a few clues. I believe a lake, a cliff, a house, a campsite. But I have no idea where it is. So more on that later. I picked this wild feverfew plant, thinking that it was part of my challenges, and I was wrong. I'd already picked all the feverfews, and now it's telling me to go over to Gaptooth Ridge to pick, I believe it was desert sage. So I get on my horse, and this is the beginning of, I skip all the endless horse riding there. This is the beginning of the point of this video, and that is that this game is just hugely distracting. If you're just doing missions, you're going to be ignoring a lot of stuff, and that's fine. But if you're open to this world, and you're kind of wanting to do everything in the game, you'll find that it's very distracting. So I had set a waypoint to Gaptooth Ridge to go pick some flowers. Sounds kind of free, but then I get distracted by this woman who is absolutely batshit crazy. She's out there literally trying to move a mountain with her faith. I believe that's something a priest told her on a train once. John feels bad for her, so it tells me to go get medicine for her. Well, I know back in Armadillo there is a doctor's office where I can buy medicine, so I set a waypoint by this, I believe her name's Jenny, crazy lady, just in case the question mark disappears. I don't think it does. But I get into town here, and looking at the sky, I realize maybe it's not open yet. Maybe they I think the shopkeep, the gunsmith, and the doctor's office kind of work on like a 9 to 5 basis. But don't quote me on those times. It was a generalization. So I just decided to waste time here, walking in circles and playing with my camera. I'm afraid if I go save my game to past 6 hours, that I'll lose Jenny out there, and I'll lose that task. So I just kind of try to will the doctor's office open with jumps, and that clearly doesn't do the trick. I realize now, when it's pure daylight out, that I must have pissed somebody off. I did something to, maybe I pointed a gun at somebody, maybe I shot somebody, but they're not opening their doors to me. So I realized that I'm going to have to redeem myself. I'm going to have to take out a bounty, And so here's Perry Rose. He is a bad man, and wouldn't you know it, he's over at the Hanging Rock. Lots of bandits hang out there, and that's how I knew, like I said before, I made the connection with that treasure map. So I make my way out here, not too far of a trip, thankfully, and I don't really see anybody for a second, and then I think all of a sudden, I don't know, this guy's taking a piss or something, and I see him, and I shoot him in the neck. For some reason, I go neck crazy in taking this bounty. I think that's the only guy that really gets no neck shots. Everybody else gets shot in the neck. Boom. There goes his neck. I see this guy on the right, finally, and I miss, but then I shoot him in the neck. Does the job, I suppose. Headshots look a lot cooler, though. So anyways, this guy's the last dude. It is Perry, and he actually catches it in the mouth. It's telling me you gotta go over to his body, loot it, and take evidence that you've killed him. Now, I'm not sure, like, there's, on the ranch, there were missions to use your lasso. I think these bounties are worth more alive than dead. And hopefully maybe they'll give me a lasso so I can just rope them and bring them into town for more money, but that hasn't happened yet. Now you see these guys shooting at me. This happens for me. It's happened every single bounty I've tried to claim. After you kill the initial gang, his friends will come out of nowhere and kind of chase you down. And I think that'll continue to happen until you get close enough to a town where they don't want to. They just don't want to get anywhere near the town. So luckily it wasn't too far out of town, and it tells me to go over to the sheriff's office and so I can collect the money for the bounty and give him whatever evidence I pulled off of his body. So in doing that, it's a fair amount of money. $80 is pretty good. And then you get a bunch of honor, I believe, 200 points, I think. Yeah, pretty solid. So finally, this doctor's office is open, now that I've redeemed myself in his eyes, and I think I get some chewing tobacco, which restores the Deadeye meter. I think it's several things like snake oil, chewing tobacco, moonshine actually gives you 10 seconds of Deadeye immunity, which means the meter doesn't go down after using it for 10 seconds. So there's several things that'll restore those. So anyways, I come back to Jenny, super religious Jenny, and give her the medicine, and she goes on and on about how she thinks John was sent from the Lord or something, I don't know. Anyways, I skip ahead to McFarland's ranch. This is really the other place that you'll be spending time. You can see it there on the map, east of Armadillo. You spend most of your time in the beginning of the game here and Armadillo, doing things like herding cattle.
With the herd, ranching might be your true calling, Mr. Marston. Either that, or you were a cow in a past life.
Shut the fuck up. I hate her so much. Anyways, you run behind cattle and you put them in a field, and that's the mission. And then you lasso a horse and you ride him until he's tamed, and that's the mission. It's really simple stuff. I guess it kind of gives you... Wow, that was pathetic. This is the other thing at McFarland's ranch that you can do. It's horseshoe throwing. It's pretty difficult at first. As you can see, my fails left and right. I didn't really realize that you could precision aim here with the left trigger. That's important. You can aim freely with the left stick, but it does nothing. There's no reticle. So left trigger aim, and really just pay attention to the colors on that meter. It accounts for momentum, and this guy thinks he's better than me, and he starts talking shit, and I react like a gentleman, of course. He got a ringer. Fucking asshole. Anyways, just pay attention to the colors on the meter. Green is what you want to go for. Anytime it goes yellow or red, you're off. You're going to either throw it straight up or right at your feet like I did. So anyways, I'm running out of time. Hopefully that was helpful. All right, see you next time.